Why did Patrick Swayze look so bad in his last moments? Patrick Swayze was just 57 when he died. The last year of his life was a nightmare. He was a true star at one point, but by 2009, he had been almost written off. This is his tragic story. It's no surprise, Swayze found fame with Dirty Dancing. His mom ran a dance school. Patrick attended it when he was a kid. He kept dancing until he started performing. Swayze began his career on Broadway. He took part in Disneyland parades as Prince Charming. One of his Cinderellas was Michelle Pfeiffer. In 1979, Swayze made his film debut as Ace in Skate Town, but he didn't want to become a teen idol. He and his wife decided to open a carpentry business instead. In 1983, Swayze appeared in The Outsiders. This role made him famous in the movie industry, but it would be some years before audiences noticed him. Swayze was called King of the Sleepers. Then came Dirty Dancing and stardom. Initially, Dirty Dancing was a low-budget movie. It was planned for only a one-week release, but it became the first film to sell 1 million copies on video. Swayze was nominated for a Golden Globe. He was offered $6 million to appear in a sequel, but the actor refused, opting to make Ghost instead. It became Swayze's biggest hit by far. He also played Danny Zuko in Broadway's Grease. This role had previously been played by John Travolta. In 1998, Swayze broke both legs. He fell from a horse while filming Letters from a Killer. He risked his life, flying solo in his Cessna from California to Las Vegas. The plane developed a mechanical problem. Swayze managed to make a precautionary landing, but this wasn't his worst problem. Swayze was a recovering alcoholic and a heavy smoker. He reportedly smoked 60 cigarettes a day. When he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, it came as a shock. Swayze retired from the public eye. Of course, battling cancer was tough. Swayze lost a lot of weight and had to go through chemo.
My indigestion issues got gigantic and constant.
He admitted,
I dropped about 20 pounds in the blink of an eye. And then when you see it in the mirror, when the bottom of your eyes go yellow and jaundice sets in, then you know something's wrong.
The survival rate for pancreatic cancer is very low, but Swayze tried to keep up appearances until the end. In 2009, a tabloid printed a cover showing a very thin Swayze. The story implied that the actor was close to death. Patrick had to respond, giving a statement to People magazine.
It's amazing to me that the tabloids such as the National Enquirer print such negative stories about me and my health when there are so many positive things going on in my life right now. I've started a new chemotherapy, and once again, I am one of the lucky ones with pancreatic cancer that is responding well to the treatment.
Swayze was still working too, although few people noticed. In June 2008, he signed a deal for a new cable TV show. In between his chemo sessions, he was filming The Beast. It would be his last ever project. Swayze filmed all 13 episodes of the show in 2008. It premiered on A&E in January 2009. The final episode would air that April. It did not have a second season. Swayze remained a chain smoker to the end, saying,
I was one of those dumb ones that started back in the Marlboro Man days, but I will talk so hardcore against smoking for kids. That's one reason I've never smoked in front of children.
His doctor George A. Fisher said it didn't matter anymore. The median survival rate for pancreatic cancer is 5 months. Patrick Swayze lasted nearly 20 months. He slipped into a coma while at home. On September 14, 2009, Patrick died at the age of 57. The last thing he said was "I love you" to his wife.